I'm Christina Kingsley, and this is Interwoven, an exploration of a midwife and her craft. I'm not sure if it's a podcast or a vlog, but we'll see. And you're very welcome here. I'm recording this on St. Brigid's Day, and I am in Ireland, and the moon is waxing. And this is the first year that Brigid will be celebrated in Ireland officially. And we're going to have a national holiday in her honor. And it feels so good for her to be recognized as the patroness of Ireland. And I feel really blessed to be here and to walk this land and to do whatever I can to support my Irish sisters. So I was on the call last night with the Celtic Tribe, the Celtic Wheel by Mari Kennedy, and that group of amazing women. And I was reminded that Brigid helps us to slowly bring things in. And it was so affirming to remember that I didn't have to do it all at once. And I didn't have to do this for years. And I didn't have to do it every week. And I could just do what flowed. And that's my intention with this podcast. And my goal is to hopefully introduce some midwives. So if you're out there and you'd like to share what you do with your hands in all forms, please be in touch. I've for a long time seen this link between how I serve women and babies with my hands and how I create. And I wasn't blessed this lifetime to create life, and so I get to create beautiful things. And I'm grateful for that. And I feel like there's this real interweaving between the art and science of midwifery and the art and science of women's handiwork. And that's what I want to explore and share with you during this time. So my intention is to hopefully introduce you to some other midwives and their works in the world, and to share what I'm doing and what I'm working on at the time. And during this week, I have a really special surprise to share, and it's something that I need to get in the post. So I figured what better day to start this than today. So that's why I'm here today, and that's why I'm sharing this now. And my goal is to share hopefully some of my favorite things also, and to share a little bit of midwife love, whether that be a tip or a trick or a story. We'll see what comes of that. So here we are at Imbolc, in the belly. And whatever we're gestating in our bellies and our lives, may it serve us, and may it serve our highest good and the good of all, knowing that we're together and that our lives are interwoven. So this gift that I'm sharing today is something that I made for my friend Mary. Mary lives back in Western New York, where I am from, and Mary is a deep lover of Ireland and all things Irish. She's quite the crony. She's quite the, is that the right word? Yeah, I think that's the right word. She's quite the crony of Ireland and all things Irish. So I have been following a dyer here in Ireland. She's in Northern Ireland, and her name is Tara, and the company is called Irish Artisan Yarn, and they just have the most exquisite quality wool. And Tara just has this beautiful gift with colors, and I have I have quite a few projects going on with wool from Irish Artisan Yarn. But one of the beautiful things about Irish Artisan Yarn is that they create colors that are named after Irish places, Irish cities or towns or places. And my friend Mary that I mentioned has a strong affinity with Cobh in the south of Ireland. Cobh is spelled C-O-B-H. And Mary had traveled to Cobh and was in the cathedral in Cobh. I don't think she'll mind me telling you this, although she doesn't know that I'm sharing it. And hopefully she won't see this before her gift arrives in the post. But Mary was in the cathedral in Cobh and had a strong awareness of the presence of her mother and her uncles. And so she has a special connection with Cobh. And so I've been living in Ireland for 3.5 years now, and I've always wanted to make Mary something from Irish Artisan Yarns, from a colorway created in the name of Cobh. And I've watched and haven't had anything come up from Cobh. And I had the delight of driving into Bangor. I always said Bangor, but I've been corrected that it's Bangor, Northern Ireland, for Irish Artisan Yarn's Christmas or holiday open house in December. And while I was there, I got to meet Tara and her assistant, whose name I cannot recall right now, and I could guess, and I don't want to do that, so I'm really sorry about that. But I told Tara about my desire to create something from a colorway from Cobh. And it was fun because Tara was like, wait, how do you spell that? And I said C-O-B-H. And she said, well, this colorway is from there. And she pulls out the colorway called Cork. And she shows me a picture of Cobh. It's a very common portrayal of Cobh, where you're looking down this lovely street with the most beautiful colored houses along the way and the cathedral in the background. And she asks if this is the place I mean, and it is. And iconic. That's the iconic picture, the iconic view of Cobh. And she says, well, this colorway was created for Cobh, but I didn't want to call it that because I was afraid people wouldn't know how to pronounce it. So I was delighted, and I walked away with a skein of the Cork Cobh colorway and wanted to make something for Mary from that skein. And Tara had a pattern that was created just for one skein, and it is this beautiful wavelet shawl. And I'm so sorry, but I couldn't find my pattern in order to show you, so I will promise that I will share that information eventually so that you know the maker of the pattern, the designer, and you know the name of the pattern so that you could follow along if you'd like. So that's what I'm going to share with you because it's been finished for a little bit and I just have needed to get it in the post, and I haven't done that, and tomorrow is my chance to do that. And so I'm going to share that with you. And again, it's a wavelet shawl, and I reuse this box from another maker, but I'm saving the paper and the sticker from Irish Artisan Yarn. And this is the colorway Cobh cork, and this is the wavelet shell. So it's just a nice, really pretty, really hopefully simple to wear shell. I hope Mary doesn't mind if I just put it on my shoulders a little bit. This is all kind of like last minute, and so I had wanted to wear my Brigid, and it's downstairs. And I was going to put makeup on for you, and that's okay. So here's the wavelet shell, and I will get back to you on the designer of the pattern. And the colorway is cork or Cobh, depending on your affinity. And the wool is from Irish Artisan Yarn. And while I was there, Tara told me that she exports most of her yarn actually to the States, which I'm not surprised by because the States loves their Irish connections. So this is for my friend Mary, and for her connection with Cobh and her connection with her ancestors. And I'll share my little favorite thing with you. I just got this in the mail, and ironically, it's also from Irish Artisan Yarns. So I just received the Valentine's box, and it's so delightful. It's in this beautiful purple box with a magnet closure. It smells lovely, and I'll show you why it smells lovely. It smells lovely because there's a little gift of a soap in there, a field day soap in the scent Wild Rose. Do you know what? It's not soap. It's a wax melt. No wonder it smells so strongly. Oh, that's even better. Just winging it, guys. Just winging it. And there's also this really lovely nighttime tea. All these little self-care gifts are lovely. Now, look at this wool, right? This was the original Valentine box. The Valentine's Minis 2023. I wish you could feel the wool, and I hope you can see the quality, and I hope you can see the colors. They're just delightful. And then you also had the option of including a larger skein. So I don't think I'm doing it any justice with the color, but it is exquisite. It's just exquisite. So my favorite thing this episode is Irish Artisan Yarns. So that's a nice treat. And I was thinking about my midwife love moment, and I was thinking about how it connects with Mary and how it connects with Brigid. And I just want to remind us all to keep our ancestors with us. Mary had that moment in the cathedral with her ancestors, and I feel Brigid's love and her support in my slow, gentle emergence so strongly. And my ancestors came from Ireland quite a while ago. But when I felt the pull to come here, and maybe I'll talk about that some other time, when I felt the pull to come here, I felt that they were with me so strongly. And I know that they walk with me, and I know that they walk this land with me. And in your moments of struggle or elation, remember that they're with you. They celebrate you. They support you. They rejoice in your joy. And in a moment when you're laboring, if you're a pregnant mama and you're laboring, remember all those women who've come before you, who have labored to bring your ancestors forth, to bring your mother lines forth. And that connection of how the egg that created you was within your mother, as she grew within her mother's womb. And it's a magical connection, and it's never ending. So let's keep our ancestors with us, and this woman's work of midwifery and this woman's work of handiwork, it carries those ancestral lines too, doesn't it? It carries that ancestral energy. And I'm really excited to share it all with you during this time. So there's my introduction to Interwoven. Thanks so much for being here with me. And I'm really looking forward to sharing more and more with all of you, and to meeting you, and to learning what you love and what fills your heart with joy. So blessed Imbolc, blessed St. Brigid's Day. Feel her support, feel her emergence, feel your gentle emergence into whatever is next for you. And I'll see you next time.